Hey cuties, PeachY here. Welcome back to a new video. And in this video, we have more news to cover for the new upcoming Monster High reproduction dolls. So let's get into it. So you know how in my last video, I explained that they were gonna drop next week on the Friday the 13th? Well, apparently they decided to make an early entrance because the Monster High reproduction dolls, pre-production dolls have been sighted and popping up all over the US in like various shops, and people have been going crazy. Like, y'all, this is such a exciting time to be alive, because if you hadn't had the chance to get the original wave one, now you can. And not only that, but it's like the old times. We have Monster High dolls back on the shelves. Isn't that awesome? And these are just the first of many. I mean, we're still getting Cleo, we're getting Ghoulia, we're getting like that 2-pack that I don't know what's going on with the Frankie and Deuce 2-pack, but we're getting that as well. So we're getting like a ton of new stuff. And yeah, the best thing here is that these have been popping up all over the US in like various counties, various states. And I don't even live in America, so like please don't ask me like which specific state they have been sighted in. It's so many different places. I really don't know, but you don't have to worry, because they will officially drop next week if they haven't already in your area. So don't worry. And the best part here is that, as you can see from all these pictures, these shelves, these units are fully stocked. Like, they have enough stock of each doll, of each character, and that is just great. That is awesome to see, because that means Mattel came prepared. They came prepared, of like plan B and plan C. So everyone's gonna be able to have their fair share, and that is just great. I'm so happy to see that we're not gonna have to resort to scalping, which is the worst, because people have been buying a lot of dolls of like each character, but like people assumed it's because of scalping. But like, no, just some doll collectors like to have one doll in box, one doll for display, and then one doll to play with, and that's completely understandable. It's just when it comes down to scalping, that's like the worst case. So like, I'm so happy here to see that that's not gonna have to happen to like most people, because we have enough stock. There is enough stock to go around, and that is just great. And they haven't even officially dropped yet, so just imagine the stock they will have once they're like officially, quote, officially dropping. That's amazing. That's crazy. And I'm so excited for anyone who's getting to see them, getting them early in person. Like, that's just crazy. And thanks to Kawaii Chaos Dolls on Instagram, we have the official barcodes here in case you need them as well, just to make it easier for you to hunt these ghouls down. And by the way, the first pictures we were looking at the beginning were from Monster High Love Me and Monster High Insider, respectively, on Instagram. So go follow those accounts if you want to stay up to date with the latest Monster High news. Moving on, we now have the official stock photos of these 4 ghouls, also by Monster High Insider on Instagram. So first up, we have Draculaura. As you can see, they each come with a doll stand and a brush in the same color, and a pet and a diary. So it's the same stuff that they came with the first time around. And I mean, personally, I feel like they look pretty much identical to the first wave editions. I feel like here for Draculaura, even the like little brooch, like little thing she's wearing on her neck, like the pink little jewelry, that looks identical as well. Like, that's crazy. I feel like the only obvious change is maybe the faces, the articulation, the bodies are a little stiffer and more, not as delicate as the earlier versions. So that's very good, because they're using the old original head sculpts, head molds, whatever, but they are using the new kind of updated articulation for the limbs, for the elbows, for the knees. So that's good. So they're not gonna break as easily. And the hair also no longer has gel. Like, it's no longer the rooting on the inside of the head is no longer stuck to the head with glue. So there's no glue seepage anymore. So that's great. That means the hair will feel way better, much nicer, softer. And overall, I feel like for all of these dolls, the hair looks bigger, voluminous, soft. You know, for Frankie here, they kind of even like bumped up the little thing at the front to make it even bigger. The original version, like mine, it's so flat, like seriously. So I feel like they did kind of update the face ups a little bit, just make him look a little better, kind of tweak him around, and then the hair. But it's just so seamless. It looks so perfect. And I'm just so happy that these won't break as easily because I remember, like for Laguna here, the little fins attachments at the legs, oh my gosh, those would come off so easily. And like I would always have like a rubber band on them, and sometimes even the pegs on the fins would break off, and that's horrible. So I'm glad to see that here they are using the new reinforced fins and pegs system, so it's stronger and not as delicate. Overall, yeah, I like these dolls so much. I feel like, again, I have the originals, and that's not me trying to like, oh, I have, you know, like I'm not trying to like boast or anything, but like I have them. They're in good condition, so like you know, I don't even know if I'm gonna get these, but I think it will be cool to get these just to compare them and to just have them as a kind of play version of the originals, because I don't touch mine. Like I just have them displayed and that's all, you know. So maybe I will get these so I can play with these and then, you know, leave the other ones displayed. But yeah, Claudine also, like here she looks stunning. She's interestingly, she's using the new not new, but remember Claudine, there was like 2 variants of her or something, where one came with the claw hands and the other one came with like the normal hand mold that most Monster High dolls come with. So they're using the claw version hand for her, which again, I'm not sure like which hand version is the correct one technically, you know. And also, like, remember in the old days, like the old promo pics, her ears look different and they were attached via a headband or something. I know that's kind of dumb, but oddly enough, I really loved the look of those ears. But yeah, as we can see here, they just look stunning out of the box as well. I mean, look at these girls, these ghouls, the fabric, the shoe molds. I mean, everything looks identical, and that's just amazing. I can't believe it. Like even the skirts are still the same length, you know, which is something that was controversial, I guess, because oh no, like they're wearing fishnets and really short mini skirts. Like, okay, Karen, chill. And so I'm glad they didn't change the outfits here. They actually kept the original sizing and everything to keep it really authentic. I'm really happy about that. By Monster High Insider, we have a picture here of like a little display with all the pre-production ghouls here, plus what seems to be like the cardboard little display sign behind them. And listen, like sometimes when these display stands, these display pieces are no longer used and like it's empty in stores, you know, sometimes if you ask really nicely and you get a worker and you ask a worker that's like really in a good mood, they will let you take him for free. Yeah, seriously. Sometimes they just, because they don't need them anymore, and technically that's not allowed. But again, if you ask nicely and if it's just like right timing, you might just get away with it, and you might just get a free piece of like iconic, huge like merchandise kind of branding to kind of integrate into your display, like we can see here. Like for instance, Ex Canadenses, right? She remember the picture of her rolling around in like a cart, the huge Rainbow High display box. Yeah, that happened, and that was real. And like she got so lucky because she asked a worker and they said it was okay, and not everyone's gonna say it's okay. So again, you just got to be lucky, good timing, and you might just get away with getting an iconic piece of like just display value for you to display your dolls. Thanks to Mordecai Wolfgang on Instagram, we have even more Target listings for more Monster High stuff to come out. Here we have a listing for fashion doll assortment at $9.99. People were speculating perhaps these are like the budget line dolls, or my theory is that it's just fashion packs, which would make much more sense. And then here we have Monster High Monster Fashion Dolls at $7.98. That's even cheaper. So these, I guess, are going to be the budget line dolls, but that's really cheap. I'm worried for the quality here. But yeah, that was the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Be sure to give me a big thumbs up if you did. Be sure to leave me any thoughts or questions you may have down below. Let me know what you thought of these Monster High news and updates. Have you found any of the reproduction dolls early in your local store? Let me know down below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't already, so you don't miss out when I post more Monster High doll news and movie news and retro doll reviews soon. Stay safe, be kind. I hope to see you next time. Stay peachy. Kisses.